Yo, 5 Night Gaming, what's going on? It is your boy ZVG here, and today I am joined by Azdeek and Battleamore. Say what's up, guys.
Yo.
Yo, what's up?
And today we're coming at you guys with a top 10 worst ZENKAIS list. So the last tier list that we did was a top 10 worst units on release. So for this tier list, it is the top 10 worst ZENKAIS in the game right now. But before we get into it, I just want to say the rules real quick. No free-to-play ZENKAIS, and yeah, that's pretty much it. All the LR units and all the free-to-play units like Ender 21, Red Broly, those units will not be included in this list. All right, but USTR units will be included because you could summon for them at the time of their ZENKAI release. So, are you guys excited to get into this top 10 where ZENKAIS is?
Yes, sir.
I guys excited.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to say the least.
All right.
I want to hear everyone's opinion.
Okay, at number 10, I have Red Cell at number 10.
At number 10. Okay.
Yeah.
10,
So the reason why I look at this kid again, he has damage against Saiyans and Super Saiyans, which I feel like is currently the meta right now. Bardock and the Saiyan team just getting even stronger and stronger. And he also has like a debuff when he comes in. He has Blast him. He has an ultimate with a fade chance on it. So and also on Blast Region, he's actually pretty good. I think the only reason why people like underrate this unit is because of Red Cell, the revival one, and also Zamasu, who just came out not too long ago. But this guy can actually put in work on a blast-based region setup. So I do think that he is his spot is pretty good on my list at number 10. Who do you guys have number 10 on your list?
All right.
Well,
I'll let you go first, Battle.
Well, for me, it's a Super Saiyan 2 Cauliflower, unfortunately.
Okay.
The reason is she has only kits of doing damage. She has no card draw speed that helps her, and her viable team is only rival universe and girls. And even on those specific teams, you don't really want to use her that much.
Yeah. Okay.
And
that makes sense.
Sure, she can do a lot of damage. She does extra damage to Saiyans. She does get more and more damage buffs, but that's all. She is a powerhouse. She's like Android 18, but without all the bullshit card draw speed.
Yep.
And that makes it not that good, really.
Okay. All right.
I think she's too low on your list, to be honest. But that's just me. That's just me.
Dude, I have favorable for female warriors, even slash girls. Okay. I have to at least give them a chance.
All right.
Okay, fair point.
So, for my number 10 slot, it is actually also the Super Saiyan 2 Cauliflower. So I honestly,
wow.
I really don't like this
Ooh.
unit. Like, I'm gonna just preface this right now. I love like the female warriors tag. I hate this unit. I completely regret spending my CC on this unit. I don't advise anyone to spend their CC on this unit, but for what it's worth, I don't think she's like the worst. I think she's like the best out of the worst, if that makes sense.
I definitely
100%
don't
agree.
think that. I definitely don't think that.
That's what I think. And like how Battle was saying that she gets the battle or the 40% to damage inflicted against Saiyans, which is still useful to this day, right? Especially when you have Super Saiyan 3s running around and stuff like that. But she's very limited in that aspect as well, where she gets like 15% to strike damage inflicted per remaining girls or rival universe battle members, and only for 10 timer counts. So you have to make sure you're swapping her in and out, which actually kind of synergizes well with Vados, but it's at the same time, if Vados dies, if someone else dies, you're going to start seeing your damage drop off a little bit in that aspect. And overall, I do feel like even like a low star hit is a better option than this Cauliflower. Not only just in kit, but in Z ability as well.
That's crazy. That's crazy. I'm surprised that Azdeek has her at number 10, considering the hatred that he has for this unit.
Yeah.
But that's interesting. So at my number 9, I have Turtles actually.
Okay.
At number 9, I think he's decent. I mean, obviously he has anti-sun fam, which is always good. He has that thing where he draws cards. He has the green card, which if you get lucky can be used to like ramp him up quite a bit if you do ask me, honestly. So I feel like he's alright. He's decent. Obviously ZENKAI. Zenkai bench also for like Purple Go and stuff on movies. I just think that he's pretty. He's all right. I mean, he's not great, obviously, but it comes down to ZENKAIS. I think the reason why I put Red Tail above him is because Red Tail is a bit more consistent in the fact that he doesn't really rely on the green cards to reach to that level. But I still think Turtles is a pretty decent Zenkai unit. But what do you guys have for number 9? What do you guys think?
My number 9 is actually Perfect Form Cell, the one you last on the number 10.
Okay.
But for me, it's Perfect Form Cell.
Okay.
This is too bad that he is very strong. He is good at the blast-based team he's on. There are way too many units that is way helping the team more. This is only to do damage, while others can corrupt, like Corrupt Zamasu, he can psych you out with your green cards. You have Revival Zelda as mechanic to survive Rising Rush, like kind of like that.
Yeah.
Else, I think this unit is pretty good. It's just that too bad that he came at the same time as FSK Gohan. And that went from a direction to another because, yeah, people spent more for FSK for a reason.
Yep. Okay.
Okay.
Well, the unit that I actually do have on my number 9 slot was the same as you, ZBG. I actually do have Turles on there as well, the purple Turles.
Okay.
For basically the same reasons as you. I just think that having that purple unit, having the buff against Saiyans, not only Saiyans, but against Sun Family as well, just always, it's nice for a unit to have that, and upon that always looks good on paper, right? And it's a shame that he wasn't better, but I think he still performed. Like, even in the showcase videos that I did see of him, like, he actually did decent damage and stuff like that, but he's just, his Z ability to this day is just absolute garbage, right? His Z ability is really, really bad, which is only buffing purple. That is it. Only purple, but other than that, like, I felt like this unit could have had a lot of potential. He has some good equipment options as well, really good equipment options, and so that's why he's on my number 9 spot.
Okay. All right. So for my number 8 spot on my list, I have Red Gt Goku. I think someone who Azdeek is quite familiar with, in the grand scheme of things. I think that this guy is just absolutely dog water. I think he only has good damage against androids, which basically don't exist in the current meta.
Yep.
His damage is literally tied to Dragon Balls, which is one of the dumbest things that you could ever do, because at the beginning of a match he's gonna be terrible. When he pop a rush, he's gonna be terrible as well. So he's only gonna be good when you have a Rising Rush, and you're gonna use the Rising Rush, then you're gonna go back to terrible. So I just feel like this guy really has, no real uses at all. Like, in what scenario would you ever bring this guy into a PvP match? You have Super Snake for Red Vegeta on GT, and you also have FSK Ultra Goku on Sun Family. So I just think that this guy is just absolutely terrible, and they just really mess up with this Zenkai. I will say its ultimate does do quite a bit of damage, but other than that, he's not good, bro. He's not good, man.
Well, for my number 8, it's actually Turles.
Okay.
Well, we have been talking about Turles, but the reason why I found him more higher is because his damage is going back and forward between, because he does more damage with blast damage to Sun Family, but does then strike damage more on Saiyans. It's like he's trying to be both, depends on either hitting with strikes and the blast.
Yeah.
And also, once 60 timer counts just goes away, the reduced damage and card draw speed just disappears. So even though you want him to be there and stack the green card, but once you have even done the green cards and stuff, that other ability that you have, like Powerful Invader, like I said, just disappears.
Yeah,
so
true.
it will take time for him to ramp up. And if once you have ramped it up, one other ability is disappearing, like the one you kind of want to keep forever.
Yep.
So that's my take on him.
It makes sense. For my number 8, I have Red Metal Cooler. I think.
Oh.
What?
Yeah.
Whoa, bro.
Yeah.
He makes your top 10 list?
Red Metal Cooler. Yep.
That's crazy.
I think
that's crazy.
I think that this guy, he's actually like, I don't think he's good. Like, when him and the Yellow Frieza both dropped, Like, I know a lot of people are actually excited for them, but I think they're both pretty bad. Like, I know he has like some good utility and stuff like that. Like, I'm not gonna argue against that. Like, he does have some good utility in that aspect, but it's just I don't like. I don't think he's good. Like, just plain and simple, I don't think he's good. He's on my number 8 spot, so he's not at the absolute top of being the worst Zenkais to ever come out. But it's just crazy to me that this guy came out, and I don't think he replaces the movie Frieza at all. I don't think he replaces the movie Frieza at all. So that's personally why I put him right here. I mean, he has like a like I low key, like, I'm not even gonna be lying to you guys. I see this guy more in TOP than I see this guy in PvP. And, you know, even on LOE teams, I see people that have, like, the new LF Frieza, the Metal Cooler, the Zenkai Frieza and stuff like that. But it's just, this guy, I don't know. Like, I don't... he should have been a lot better. That's just pretty much what I have to say on him.
I agree.
I don't. I definitely don't think that the Metal Cooler is the top 10 worst Zenkai, right? I definitely think Azdeek is on weed. To put him that, I definitely think that Azdeek is definitely tripping when it comes out to medical. I think he's good for LOE in the sense that, you know, he has a team heal, he's a tank, he has, you know, disruption, all that good stuff. I definitely think that he's not a top 10 versus Zenkai, but that's just me.
Okay. I mean, I see that for sure, but I feel like that's like all on paper. Like, when on paper, like, he looks fine and dandy, but like in game, I've never struggled against this guy. I'm not gonna lie, but that could just be me. Could be just my own experience and stuff like that. I don't personally have this guy, but I just know when I go up against this guy and I see this man on the enemy team, I'm not really worried.
All right. Okay, that's crazy. So for my number 7, I have Cauliflower. As Azdeek said, you know, she's trash.
She was okay.
Yeah, of course she can be on my list. She's trash. She really doesn't do much. I mean, her whole gimmick is making the enemy swap out, and yet she just can't let the enemy swap out because her damage is not good enough to let the enemy swap out. So she's basically going to be doing nothing. I mean, she's only good against Saiyans. I mean, she only gets, what is it? Minus sustained damage code effects, whatever, when the opponent swaps and some damage, but it's literally not worth it at all to bring her in any matchup whatsoever. She's just not good. I think they really held back on her quite a bit, honestly. I don't think that she's just only good against one team, and even against that one team, she doesn't do anything well, you know? Because she's not gonna make anybody swap out realistically, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just not gonna happen. She's not, you know, 18 or Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta. She's just Cauliflower, if that makes sense.
Yeah, people will still 7. Swap him because they are not really afraid.
Yep.
So nothing to her kit is new. Everything is just buffing her strike damage. If she had something similar to 18, people would fear her more. But right now, it's only buffing her strike. Yep. Like, just like that.
Even her main ability is garbage, dude. She just draws a strike card. That's it. Like, she could have drew a blue something. I don't know, man. It could have been it was pretty bad.
She draws a strike. She gets key. She gets 40% of strike damage for 15 timer counts. Cancel own attribute downgrades and abnormal condition. But that is way too low of a time to get all the buff. Like, just 15 timer counts? You just do one swap in and one swap in out again, and it's gone almost.
Yep.
It's just way too short.
Who do you guys got for number 7 on your list?
Number 7 for me is actually the new Super Saiyan Gohan, the blue one from the movies.
Bro, what?
What, really? That one I'm surprised on. Okay.
Azdeek, you cannot talk, Azdeek. You have middle cooler on your list, right? You cannot talk. But the blue Gohan that just came out, fam?
Wait, I'm curious to hear your explanation, though.
Yeah. As the unit is good and all, but I'm sorry, but on hybrids, he will not be used because people would use the Super Saiyan 2 Trunks more because the damage differences. Sure, the ultimate reduced the timer count by 10. And buffing the team, healing the team, sure. Also, based on how many members you have, he gets a reduced damage. It just increases. But increasing to own substitution count by default. Depends on how many Sun family you have. He gets a buff. And if an ally Sun family dies, he gets more strike damage. Sure, he is good. He destroys a card also when he appears to the field, when he covers Shank and reduce Key. But I don't feel like I'm not afraid of the unit. I was more afraid of Trunks because he did so much damage compared to this unit that is. Sure, his Zenkai buff is blue Super Saiyan. And I was like, why blue Super Saiyan? None of his kit is really for blue Super Saiyan, just Sound Family. Even though he could be in the movie saga Sound Family team, sure, but I'm still not afraid of him. Even though he's supposed to be a defense type, he has high defense stats. I could still go through him. I just don't see... Sure, he's probably very good. Really. I've probably been facing a lot of not good Gohan? I don't know, but for me, I'm not afraid of this Gohan. Not really. Compared to every hybrids I have seen.
Okay.
I think that when it comes down to this Gohan, I really think that, you know, a team with like him, Future Gohan, and Revival Gohan is a pretty dope setup with the all strike setup. I really think that he's definitely not in the top 10. Whereas ZENKAIS or like units like Red Cell, and although he's not in that category to me personally. But
that is just my opinion on him, because like I said, I'm not really afraid, and I have not seen him since once he was released. I've seen people use Trunks more. I have not even seen him on the movies either, because people on the movies use Broly, the LF Broly, either that or Goku to just counter the hybrid that is in the meta. And this Gohan is not doing damage enough against the high speed meta anymore.
Okay. I think, in my, like I said, or how we already had said, these are all our own opinions and stuff like that. If you guys disagree with it, let us know in the comments down below. For me personally, I honestly, I kind of put Trunks and this Gohan like on the same scale. Like, it's hard for me to say which one is better than the other. So it was interesting to me to see put this guy on your list, because like how ZVG said, you can throw Gohan on a strike based hybrids or Sun Family, and you can obviously you have the Trunks for the blast base, but I can definitely see your side of the argument as well. We're on number 7, right? For my number 7 units, I have Red Cell. So Red Cell, I think you guys pretty much already covered everything. That the only reason why he pretty much doesn't get playtime is because if you're going to run a red unit on regeneration, you're pretty much going to be running the Revival Cell. Yeah, whether it be on regeneration or on androids, I think that's just how it is. I don't think this Red Cell is, like, I think he is powerful and stuff like that, but he's very one-dimensional, right? Like some of the other units on this list where they kind of just have their Zenkai stats going for them, for some damage buffs, and that's it. No other kind of use for them. But I do have him at 7. I don't think he's like the best of the worst, but I don't think he's the worst of the worst either. I've seen him perform well. I've gone against these some of these cells in ladder, and they've done surprisingly well, and so that's why I have him right here.
I agree. I mean, he is one-dimensional, but that's all I see it too.
Yeah.
What do you think, CVG?
Yeah, I could see him being higher on the list. I just think that I just can't see Cauliflower or Gt Goku being better than him. Honestly, that's why I had him at number 10 on my list. I think the other units were just worse than him. I just think that he's more consistent than the rest of the units on my list. Because the rest of the units on my list, they actually do damage against certain tags. And while Cell does that as well, his tags are like more in the meta, and he has other passes which make his more consistent, like the debuff and the damage on entry and the feint and the ultimate. So that's why I put Cell at number 10, but I can see him being that high.
Okay.
Alright. So for number 6, I got the boy 16 on number 6.
Okay.
Dude, 16. Honestly, so the reason why I have him this high on my list is because even though, you know, he's replaced like twice now by Green 21 and Super 17, he still has some value, you know, with his support, you know, last man standing. He can, I won't say he can tank, but you know he's not gonna die in like a combo, you know.
Hell no, dude, he can't tank, bro. No.
He can tank like crazy.
No, I don't think he can tank, bro. He can't.
He can't,
yeah, he
bro.
can't tank. Can or can't?
He cannot, bro. I hate this unit too.
Okay. I thought I was tripping. He cannot tank, but there has to be something in the multipliers to where he just can't tank anymore, man. Like, he has good defense stats, 50% cover, but he still cannot take a hit. Like, even though he went down a combo, like 2-3 combos, he's gone. You know, so it's like He really lost his main value right there. His damage is okay, but I really do think where his biggest value comes from is the suicide, because you know for a fact that you can guarantee a kill on the opponent with that suicide if you play your cards right? And then you also have the fact that he does give support buffs when he dies. So with that in mind, that's why he's number 6 on my list. When he just cannot go any higher, bro. Like he just can't go any higher on my list at all.
You're
like,
gonna love my placement of him.
Yeah. Okay. Who do you guys have for number 6, man?
Well, number 6 for me is actually the Goku, Gt Goku, the red one.
Okay.
Well,
Okay.
like I said, he's only doing damage to Android specifically. And sure, he stacks damage to his ultimate, but once you pop that ultimate, he doesn't really do anything.
Yep.
Look, sure, he restores 2% of his health every time he hits, but I see no threat of him. I'm more afraid of that Vegeta than I'm more of this Kid Goku. Like, if I compare from the GT side of things.
Yeah.
Even though the Dragon Fist is dope, not going to lie. But I'm sorry, this Kid Goku does not match up in this meta at all. When it's not even on release, I have seen him played like 3 to 4 times.
Yep. Okay.
Yep, that's my take on it.
For my number 6, I actually have Yellow Frieza. I have Yellow Frieza on here, and so
Yellow Frieza.
again, one of those LOE units that I just don't think is too hot. I've had even people tell me that they would rather, I mean, obviously the better choice would just bring the newly released Yellow Final Form or Full Power Frieza, right? That one, but I've even had people tell me they would rather bring the OG Sparking Full Power Frieza for the endurance.
Who do you have on your list?
Yellow Frieza, the Zenkai Yellow
Bro,
Frieza.
what?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm also back and forward there.
Yeah, so I don't know, dude. Like, again, this is one of those characters that I always see on the bench of LOE. I never see this man get played. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it's just there's too many other good yellows on LOE, or well, not too many, but it's just a new Yellow Frieza, right? So I think it's just a general consensus that this guy will always just be riding the bench just to give him that Zenkai boost and stuff like that. But he has decent stuff, I would say. Like, he has that damage inflicted against Saiyan, but that's it. That's it. Even on his release, like, people were immediately saying, don't Zenkai this character. I mean, unless you're a die-hard LOE like main, you are not going to have this character Zenkai. Like, it just, and if you do, then I don't really know what to tell you. He's just not it, man. I'm sorry. He's just, for me, I don't think he does enough. Like, maybe I just haven't got like my ass beaten up by him or something like that. Maybe also because I never run Saiyans, but he just, I don't know. I don't think he's that good.
I mean, to me, that Frieza is kind of okay. I mean, he's not the worst thing in the game, but he does the thing he needs to do. And when he ups against Saiyans, like, he's crazy good.
Okay.
But I find him really high on the list.
Yeah, I put him up. I don't like this unit. I'm not gonna lie. I think they did him really dirty with his Zenkai. And then again, like, another one of those units that just has a really like piss poor Z ability, right? Where just only the color, only yellow. So it's.
Dude, I definitely think you guys are tripping if you think that Cauliflower and Reggie, bro. Like, what? Like, Azdeek, what, bro? You have Cauliflower over this man?
Yes, dude. Yeah,
Dude,
honestly.
I mean, it all depends on what we like.
Well,
I think Azdeek is definitely tripping.
No, because Cauliflower definitely has the better team, right? You put Cauliflower in the middle.
No.
Yes, you put
No.
You put Cauliflower in between Topo and Vados, and you're gonna get good results from her. Like, that's just how.
Or if you're using
think-
female
I
warriors,
definitely
21, 18.
I definitely think that LOE is better than females and Rebel Universe, bro. I definitely think that.
Yeah,
That
I
was
mean,
a better team.
if you use the blue 21 with
Dude, Blue
18,
21 in this meta is not all that, bro, honestly.
No, but she helps buffing the team and heals the team. There's a reason why people still use her, because he has card draw speed in the beginning.
Yeah, I think it could go back and forth and stuff like that. I just feel like I don't know. LOE is just still definitely not that great to me, even though with all the like recent buffs and stuff like that. And even with LOE, I think that an optimal LOE team to me is obviously you have to have the Zenkai Frieza, right? You have the Zenkai LF first form Frieza, is what I meant to say, and then you also have to have the newly released LF Frieza, the yellow one, and then you still need Cooler. You still need Blue Cooler on that team. This team still relies on Blue Cooler. Those three are the core for me. So it just feels like these guys don't get a whole lot of time to shine.
Okay, that's crazy. That's actually
Just back and forth with that, but I respect your opinion.